welcome back to a Christmas pop-up. And I'm really pleased to have Emma and Helen on with me from Roger's Hot Nuts. Hello, guys.
Hi, Rachel.
And I'm loving the hat, by the way.
Yeah.
So I thought I'm just going to pass it over to you. Tell us about your company, what you're up to, what you've got going on for Christmas.
Okay, so we are Roger's Hot Nuts, and we sell a brand of peanuts called Palito Peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
We also sell Catchy Hot Nuts and Instabars. And up until March, when the company first started, we only sold hot nuts to pubs, and they came in a dispenser and they would be heated up there, coated, and everybody loved them. And as the years went on, barmen weren't we only used to sell to pubs, and barmen weren't overly interested in, the upkeep of the dispensers and whatever. So we had to diversify into packaged peanuts.
Yeah.
So after some investigation, we found some in Greece. And a lot of the peanuts on the market have a very short shelf life.
Right.
But peanuts had a year-long shelf life, so they took off quite well. They were sold mainly in pubs. We didn't even try and get into shops because we were in pubs already as it was. As the years went on, we got into a few pubs. We had a distributor. We had a couple of distributors through the country, but it was all sort of pub-based. So then in March, when all the pubs were closed, we were directly affected. Like, we were completely shut down just because of the pubs were. We weren't really able to avail of any of the funding that pubs were able to avail of, even though directly affected the same as pubs were. So one day, not too long after the pubs closed down, a man contacted me to ask me, could he just buy a box of 50 bags of our bestseller, which is the balsamic vinegar peanuts.
Yeah.
And I just said to myself, sure, we might as well just try and sell these nuts online. And so generally we would have sold them in boxes of 50 bags, but nobody was ever going to buy that. But the smallest amount we could sell in a box was 20 bags because of postage. So we just really quickly, just literally overnight, set up a PayPal, set up a Facebook page.
Yeah, go for it.
Because my brother-in-law is into that, and just started to kind of slowly grow everything. So our first post on Instagram was on the 1st of April.
Mm-hmm.
And now, we've just hit 500 orders. So people have just really got into it. Because it's quite a niche thing, because we have to sell a minimum of 20 bags in a box to make it worth it. It's a lot of nuts for people to eat. They're 50-gram bags, but it's a lot. So to have that much,
I could probably give it a go.
Yeah. But at the start, there are we would have a lot of we would have had a lot of repeat customers ordering, but it just peters out because I think just sometimes you just had enough nuts.
You can use them in cooking. We use them in stir fries. We make cookies out of them. We've got recipes on Facebook as well.
There's a hotel in Carlingford in Louth called the Four Seasons, and they buy the hot and spicy purely to put in their dishes. So it's they're popular within their little niche group.
Yeah.
But so at the start, it was kind of a little bit, it's not something that you can easily promote, because it's not like candles and it's not earrings and it's not, cute. It's just
Rachel, the nuts are gluten-free. Oh, are they?
No, they're not all gluten-free.
Not all of them, sorry.
The salted and the balsamic vinegar are gluten-free, yeah. And all of the bars are gluten-free and packed in a gluten-free.
Yeah. Bars, gluten-free, very healthy.
So that's how it came about. So we sell, traditionally we started off, we sold boxes of 20, so you could have a combo box. So you could choose, we had 4 flavors at the time: vinegar, salted, hot and spicy, and dry roast. So you could have any combination you wanted of the 4 flavors. We also have nano now, and mixed nuts and cranberries. So the mixed nuts and cranberries are cashews, almonds, peanuts, and raisins and cranberries. Very tasty for yogurts or granola or whatever. But yeah, these are gluten-free.
These are gluten-free.
Gluten-free. So that's it. And we've over the year, we've come up with different packages for different occasions. So on Father's Day, we had a Father's Day box, and we got in contact with a company, a printing company in Portobello, in Dublin. They're called She Designs, He Prints, and they make lovely little cards and prints and stuff. So they sent us out a few cards to put in the Father's Day boxes, and they're also now involved in the Christmas.
Yeah.
So we get the little Christmas cards. We can fill them in for you if you want. If you're sending to family, or if you're sending somebody you're not going to see, or
we can.
Or they can be blank. If you want to fill them in for yourself. So we're selling at the moment advent boxes. So it's 24 items for €20. We're selling them up until the 30th of November.
Yeah.
Before Advent. And then they will actually merge into part of it. So we have a Christmas box going, which involves one bag of the hot nuts.
Which is a
pretty
kilo.
big bag.
It's a kilo.
Yeah. But that would last Christmas Day, pretty much, in my house.
Yeah, that's it. They don't last. Once you open them, they're pretty easy to seal. Like there's YouTube tutorials on how to seal them back up, but it literally doesn't work. Like it works, the sealing does work, but nobody ever manages to seal them. So there'll be a kilo bag of hot nuts, 10 bags of Polito, whichever flavour you want,
and 4 bars.
And 4 bars. And all that will be one of the Christmas boxes, and the other one will be what the Advent box is now, because not everybody likes the hot nuts. So
we're also going to include a few chocolates.
Oh yeah,
in the
little
Christmas
treat,
little treat of chocolate treat in the Christmas box, and the Christmas card.
Yeah. So could someone order from you and you would send it directly to the recipient, to the person?
Yeah. We can do that.
Yeah, that's really.
We don't include the invoice or anything if we're sending it, shipping it to a different address than the billing address.
Yeah, we don't include any paperwork like that.
Yeah.
We send everything with On Post, who are struggling at the moment a small bit, just with unprecedented demand. I think they have like about 3 times the demand, and they haven't taken on any additional staff.
Right.
So we're kind of a little peter out. So we would sometimes have sent a box today, and the person would have got it tomorrow, especially if you lived in the Dublin area.
Yeah.
But now it's taken about 3 or 4 days or something.
Oh, really?
But they're tracked, so we can track them if there's an issue.
Yeah, we have them tracked.
So the Advent boxes.
People just need to be organised and do everything this weekend, and then they'll be fine.
Exactly. And even if you don't get them for Christmas Day, for New Year's Day. One way or the other, you can be eating nuts in December if you want to.
Well, it's actually quite funny because obviously when you were going to come on for a chat, because I just peanuts were always a huge thing in my house when I was growing up for Christmas, and my mum would put out I don't know how many bowls of we just have sort of ready sold peanuts and dry roasted nuts around the house, and they literally that's all you'd be eating, sort of just constantly for about 3 days, sort of nuts.
Yeah,
it's really sort of. I don't know, it reminds me of peanuts, nuts and Christmas just really go together. It's just sort of something from my childhood anyway.
Yeah, because everybody has nibbles with a drink.
Yeah.
Christmas time. Yeah. If it's not twiglets, it's peanuts.
So you did mention about a discount code that you were going to be running.
Yeah, we have a discount code from today until the 29th. Which is pop-up 10. Pop-up it's all one word, pop-up 10.
Yeah. So I'll pop that in the comments.
Number 10. Yeah, pop-up 10.
The number 10, pop-up 10. Yeah.
Yes, the number 10. And that's for off anything that you want to buy at all. Like I say, the Advent box is €20 for 24 items, up to a maximum of 8 bars. So it'd have to be max 8 bars and 16
16
bags of nuts. Yeah.
or no bars at all.
And 24 bags.
24
of nuts,
bags of nuts, whatever way you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, this looks like a beard. My hair is like a tree.
So, but that discount code will be of anything that you want to order. It doesn't have to be the advent box. Is that correct?
No, it can be anything.
Anything you want to order.
Like bars on their own in packs of 8, 16, or no, 4, 8, and 16. And you can get like standalone like one flavor boxes. Oh, somebody's eating their hot and spicy.
I like sitting here drinking my wine bit. I don't know. That might have to happen this evening at some point, but that's by the by.
Yeah. Your wine. I can't think of really what else to say. We've had great feedback from them. About them.
Did I see that on your website that you have sort of local shops that you?
Yes, like they are in a few centres. And they're quite populated down the Wexford, Waterford, Cork, sort of the south to south area. There was it's mostly the east coast. And there's Donegal has a good few outlets, but it's kind of the west coast is sort of, we just haven't got any distributors for there yet.
And they're all on the website Stuff You Need, which is based in Dunleary.
Oh, okay.
Buy them in single packets and Stuff You Need.
I'll have a look. Where are they? Anyway, I can look them up.
They're in Marine Road in Dunleary, so.
Yeah. But it's an online.
It's an online platform. You can't walk in.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'll have to look them up. So I just want to make sure people do get that. So your discount code is pop-up10, and that's 10% off anything on your website, and that's valid until the 29th of November.
That's it. Yeah.
And your website is basically obviously www. So it's rogershotnuts.com.
That's correct.
Perfect. Just wanted to make sure that people, loud and clear. Okay, well, lovely to sort of have you on, and hope you both have a lovely Christmas. And just to say that we have coming up at, I don't even know what time we're on now. So coming up at 8:30, we have Kerry with us from Kerry Denny Massage and Wellness. So until then,
bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye.